Hey, gang, gang. Hey, everybody. So it's a new Monday, a new week. We're getting at the week. We're going to talk about some things. As you see, the Pope passed last night. I think it's kind of strange that he didn't want to meet with, what's good, Jennifer? He didn't want to meet with, JD Vance, and that was kind of pushed on him, and he passed hours later. I have some feelings about that. Also have some feelings about when the Pope opened that particular tomb, and the energy that may have been released was good. Miss Lotus Wisdom, right? And all of those factors, and I feel like he might have took one for the team. I think that regardless of what you might think of the church, I think he was the most progressive Pope they had. I think that he will be demonized because he was from Latin America. And I feel like a lot of the prophecy was good, Pata. A lot of the prophecy, thank you for the gifts, my love, was good, Captain Tom. Because the Pope before him resigned, I feel like there was a he was truly momentous. I feel like there was a stain, and they passed the legacy of the prior Pope to him. I'm not defending him. I don't got no skin in the game. Okay? But I'm just telling you that that is what I strongly feel, that the reason why the gentleman resigned before him was because there was something about that scandal that was hitting the church, if you know, you know, and decisions that he had made, maybe not only as a leader, but in him coming up in the ranks. And I'm going to leave that there. So you can feel how you want to feel, argue with your mama. But I feel like that fear that you saw when he opened that tomb, and then he got sick right after that. Then there was reports about him, fighting particular energies by his bedside, right? And then he stays. He makes sure that he does his Easter service. And there was a portal that was opened with that. I feel like in a way he kind of made himself a martyr with some of that energy, okay? Like it's like he was the sacrifice in a sense, okay? Not putting him above anybody. I'm just telling you, like, I feel like whatever was in that energy that was in there just totally hit him. And you see his decline was pretty fast, okay? So we are going to talk about the energy of the week. We're going to see what Spirit wants to talk about. If we make it to the elements, wonderful. If we don't, we will do that as the second part. But this week is big energy, and I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to make it sound like it's all, cookies and cream. And Pluto and Mars facing off in such a fashion. This happened at the beginning of the year. And if you remember all that was going down right around New Year's to the 6th, it was crazy. Okay? And we're back in that energy. And quite honestly, the perfection of this energy, I think, is around the 26th. Excuse me. Okay, so this week is gonna be some shit. What's good, Twanda? What's good, Rose? I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you, you know, you're gonna see something every day. You know that a report would have been given to this gentleman. Thank you. You would have been given to this gentleman. What's good, Mel? Yesterday, at some point. Okay. I feel like there is some energy pushback that is being given inside. Okay, this feels like the house. Okay, we also had the club of 9 or the group of 9 make a decision like late Friday. Okay, so you could tell like the energy is starting to rev up. All right, let's get a energy for the collective for us, and then we're gonna move forward. Spirit, show me, please. Wow, 2 off the top. Okay. So the 2 that came out was number 23, Abuela Medicina, and number 12, Amuata. I'm going to read them both, okay? Very quickly before we move on. What's good, Project Execute? So we have number 23 first. Believe in the formidable power of healing, of the transformation it can provide for all aspects of your being and your life. Medicine comes from spirit in many forms to facilitate healing of the body, mind, and soul. Whether it is the correction of unhelpful habits of thought, guidance for practical steps to resolve a physical imbalance, or deep soul healing that frees you into the fulfillment of your divine potential, there is no limit to what can be healed through grace. A current of divine healing is flowing to you and through you now. Open yourself to participate in a beautiful healing transformation. So while I was reading that, basically Spirit showed me raw emotion, wounds, like bearing of the soul, bearing of the trauma. I feel like the things that we are encountering now are cracking us open in a new way so that we can be prepared for the journey now. There's a shift. The prayer for this card is the divine healing presence is now created through the loving union of the Earth Mother and the Father Spirit. I surrender into the medicinal alchemy of divine love at work within all facets of my being so that any and all issues of my body, mind, and soul that can benefit from healing are now blessed for recovery. Through the grace of divine timing and the healing compassion of our universal grandmother healer, I ask to be shown clear steps for my healing journey so that I may experience genuine benefits and become a channel for authentic healing in the world. So be it. So Spirit also says, if you are dealing with something, it's funny because I did that the other day. If you are dealing with something that is weighing you down or weighing your genetic line down, this could be a generational curse. What's good, Official Venus, right? This could be a generational curse, right? It's imperative to call out your grandmother's names in full, okay? Explain to them in telepathy exactly what is happening, what needs to be healed in your universe, okay? Continue to do that for the 7 days. I feel like this will be transformational. Okay, you may even have realizations about your own part and the walk that you have, and how this may affect you and how you can heal that part of which, right? Because if we are the ancestors, if we are in every timeline and experiencing this, then in a sense, the fact that we are here together is like trying to integrate, integrate, integrate the experiences of those that have gone before us and those that will go after us. If you guys saw the movie Sinners, I don't want to get, into the whole, but there's a scene where you can see the past and the future in an experience together. What's good, Shauna? And I feel like that if there's anything that I could say to you that would give you a image. Ashe Spirit. If there's anything that I could give to you that would be a living representation of how your spirits or your court works around you, go watch Sinners in the very beginning. There's like a musical portion, couple of minutes, like in the first, I don't know, 15-20 minutes, and you're gonna see the exact depiction of what is walking with you, how that manifests in real time. Now Spirit just said, you are not alone and I am here with you, right? So for those of you that have not seen it, please keep that in your mind as you are seeing the beginning of that movie. Okay, now Amuata, number 12. There are more of us than against us, yes. Amuata, sage of higher knowledge, seek what feels true, even beyond the logical. If something doesn't feel right, challenge it and dig deeper. Educate and inform yourself on matters of importance to you. Trust that your mind is strong and bright enough to do this. Enhance your self esteem by searching for information and trusting your intuition to help you discern what is useful and true. Have faith in your mental abilities. If others have criticized you or made you feel inadequate in understanding, cast that off as belonging to the past and not relevant to you now. You will become immune to manipulation by others who may be convincing but not necessarily accurate or helpful. Trust the power of your mind to receive and recognize the answers you need. You will find your way. Okay? So, let me just say, Spirit wants to say something to this collective, to everybody that is in the room right now. There's something about like you may be traveling inside your home, walking from room to room. You keep thinking that you see something out of the corner of your eye, right? It's not a negative thing. It's like the energy is very palatable. It's awake. I feel like because what is happening in the collective, it feels like our protectors, whatever you may classify your spiritual court or how that appears, I feel like they're very close to us right now. Okay, and depending on your lineage, what you believe, who else practice maybe in your family, like it's mad activated. Okay. is mad activated. Although you may be used to getting messages in your sleep, you may be getting them while you're awake. For those of us that have been spiritually inclined for for a long time, or if you're a practitioner, it is so palatable. It is so palatable. If you have, like, let's say you normally dream, but now you're hearing, right? Or like you normally don't see, but you're kind of seeing stuff, right? It's because everything is amped up. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the astrological significance of what's happening and why it is so important that everybody understand the importance of this week. Pluto is death and transformation. Okay, it is the ruler of the 8th house, but I feel like it's the higher octave of Mars. Okay, the deeper version of that frequency, Hades, right? And then you have Mars, who normally rules the 1st house, fire sign, the warrior, right? In Leo. Now, this energy, we had it at the beginning of the year. That first week when we were just seeing wild shit happen, yeah, that was that configuration. Now, Aquarius, that's where Pluto is right now. And Mars in Leo. These are two fixed signs. There's a face-off, okay? There's a face-off, one out of ego, and one that is pushing for the death and transformation. But in Taurus, we have Uranus, which is change through chaos, causing a T-square that is surely to amplify and detonate this energy. Okay? This is going to be in your personal realm and in your like outer socials and on the world stage. Okay? So how can you use this to your advantage? Try not to push any particular thing too hard, but do use that fire energy to get some shit done that maybe you've been procrastinating on. Use that solar plexus energy, right? To maybe make lists as to what you can achieve and what you want to get achieved today, right? Like have short lists. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Leave room. Thank you guys for all the love. Leave room for like some change of plans. So if you have 10 things to do, schedule 3 or 4 for the day, right? Leaving a little room for the unexpected, and you might actually get a little bit more than what you actually thought. Okay, that's a good way, so that way you kind of stay on target. You can actually get breakthroughs in this time. It's not all negative, okay? But I am going to tell you, this is like earthquake energy, volcanoes, fires. I feel like a lot of the things from the old will be dying off. The Pope passed, right? I think that's like the first sign, right, But I feel like there's more to come. I feel like there's going to be financial situations that is going to be coming to a head this week in big ways. So I don't know if the first quarter numbers already came out or whatever, but they're probably going to be, maybe they're being reassessed, relooked at. Okay, I said to you guys last week that the president of El Salvador was trying to have like some type of insurance that he didn't get dragged into some shit after this. It's too late. Now he's thinking, what can he do to turn this into like some type of what's the word I'm looking for? Negotiation, like as if they were looking for bargaining chips. And so he's gonna say to Venezuela, let's swap, right? He wants to make it look like it's a thing between nations and not some hood ass, dictator thug shit. Right? Because he knows that his reputation is now we see him. Whereas maybe he may have only had infamy in his corner of the world. Now he has infamy on the world stage. Okay? So it's definitely fuck around and find out season. Okay? I feel like it's not over. It's not over. Okay? I feel like look out for leaks. I feel like these leaks could be related to the number 2 that we were just talking about. Also, I forget what she's the head of. Is it Homeland Security? I don't know. The gnome chick. Yeah, she's ahead of Homeland Security. They're saying that her they're saying that her pocketbook got lifted in a restaurant and that she had cash, and the Secret Service, right? But I feel like there's a setup. I feel like that was not necessarily a regular robbery. This feels international. This feels information. I feel like they may have been looking for her phone or a device or something. I feel like there might come some information about maybe who she was talking to and whatever. But I feel like something in that pocketbook is more concerning, and could get her in trouble with her own squad, if you follow what I'm saying. Okay. We're going to see what Spirit wants to tell us about this whole situation and what's going on. Spirit, can you show me, please? What is it? We need to know this. 7 of Swords, 10 of Coins. He upset that man. He said something to him. Something about their intention. I feel like he was having trouble breathing after the meeting. Ten of Pentacles is out here. There are some people in high places who are feeling like the boomers gotta go. Okay, so what I mean by that is like the older generation drag us to hell, drag us to hell, drag us to hell, like trying to force us into back into submission, into a memory. Memories don't live like people do. It's not accurate. This memory that they crave. Okay, they're showing me like glass milk bottles on the porch, like Leave It to Beaver, mothers baking oatmeal cookies, Dennis the Menace, like they're I Love Lucy, like the whole concept of what they imagine to be the golden era, and in reality those kids were abused, not seen, mistreated. Right? Oh, you hear snoring because it's Riddick. Riddick is sleeping, and he's like 80 something now in dog years. So he's always falling out wherever he is. There's 12 and 12. How strange is that? But I feel like there's something here about them worrying about a collapse and whether the old order or those trying to hold on to it is actually collapsing for real. Not just this economy, but in many ways leads to like chaos. Okay, so we're gonna take a look. Spirit, can you show me? And he follows me wherever I go. So he's actually laying down right in front of my my egons. Spirit, can you show me? Which is it? Oddly, when I come upstairs, that's his favorite spot. My man was actually surprised because we was outside, and I have things all over, all over my house, right? So I had left out an offering. And I had it on the floor, and he was like, the dog was going to eat it. I was like, no, he ain't. He was like, but he loves popcorn, and he loves it. He ain't going to touch it. And he didn't. Spirit, can you show me? Why is this 10 of coins here, please? With the 2 of wands crossed. They're being forced now to put in their minds the decisions. There was a video of him like wandering around yesterday, some posts that he was saying that felt very like, is he together? Is he not together? And I feel like people are starting to weigh whether they want this old thing, I want that old thing back, or do they want economic security? Security, right? Queen of Wands is here in reverse. I feel like there's a feminine energy that is adverse to this situation in a very detrimental way. Now, maybe it has something to do with that bag, but I feel like there's a feminine that is about to go against the grain in some way. 7 of Swords, Spirit, why? With the Emperor, okay? So she's there in some capacity to go against the Emperor. Or she's going to reveal the lie of the Emperor. Wheel of Fortune with the 9 of Swords and the Devil. Okay, so I feel like there's running. Okay, again, back to trying to like outrun the demons of like they got a clock they're going against, a clock they're going against. He's angry because he wanted to resume deporting people, and they wouldn't permit him to do it. And he wanted it to coincide with yesterday's date. Yesterday was also somebody's birthday. Look into that, okay? But he wanted to be further along by this person's birthday, if you follow what I'm saying. All right. And he feels like it's all crumbling. Okay, so you got the Wheel of Fortune, the 9 of Swords, the Devil, and the Tower. Okay, this is also a representation of... Okay, so look. The Wheel of Fortune, something repeating itself, right? And also wanting to go back to another time, right? 9 of Swords, the anxiety that is caused, right? And you have the Devil here, right? This is all the toxicity, the trauma, the hate, right? And then you have here the Tower, right? How long can this situation continue in this way? And then you have the Chariot. We also had a visit that was forced, right? And then that was it. A judgment, right? Words were spoken. He cursed him, okay, with the 8 of Cups. Okay, before he told him to leave. He cursed him with some type of Bible verse. And it's funny because I'm waiting for a video to upload that I did about that this morning. And I'm getting like everybody thinks that one particular person is the anti, and I feel like this individual has some kind of connection to that frequency. Wrong person. Spirit, 6 of Cups. Why? With the 3 of Wands. Okay, so trying to bring back to the future, right? But there's the High Priestess. Okay, they I'm getting Battle of the Crystal Balls. Okay, so it's like there are those that have prophesied what is going to happen. And then there's particular people that are trying to fit the narrative of today into the prophecy of a situation. And that is why certain people are in a hurry to accomplish certain things by certain dates, and just this lunacy of like trying to, I remember the way, right? So it's weird, right? Because you don't want to be like a positive figure. It's like you're trying to be the tail of the hunt. Like, it's weird, right? And it's like how I said in the beginning, right? That all of us can feel the energy of our peoples next to us. Well, we're not the only ones, and not everybody is dealing with positive frequency, if you're following what I'm saying. You have the 10 of sticks out here. Spirit, why is the 10 of sticks out here? It's coming out with the King of Wands crossed, okay? Somebody doesn't like the way it's affecting them. This could be Starman, okay? You know, he's a car dealer, right? But whatever he said to that gentleman, whatever he said to him last night before he departed, red, red, red. There was like a red tint to his eyes. The glee that he took in being reprimanded by him. The 8 of Cups with the 2 of Pentacles. The only thing is that he didn't think that he would like fall out, and so now he's thinking about the curse that was put on him, or what he said to him before, like that he cursed him and his line and his line and his line. Wow. Okay, so you got the Judgment in reverse. Okay. In reverse with the 2 of Cups. You got a pact with the wrong side, buddy, and your line will forever be stricken. Okay. So, allegedly, those of you who were raised Catholic are most likely aware that there's a book of life. And like at Catholic funerals or whatever, they will have family members sign the book of life. I feel like he's telling him that he's, because of his affiliation with negativity towards humanity, that he's being stricken. Him and his line is being stricken allegedly from the book of life. Irrevocable, Queen of Swords, Judgment, the Black Madonna, 5 of Wands. You bring conflict to humanity. Deuteronomy, lists and curses and blessings. Absolutely. 6 of Pentacles. You will get what you deserve. I feel like he might have said something about Jesus in the marketplace and turning of the tables to him. 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. What is this, please? Your illusions will not move forward in the way. Something about blocking seven generations. Okay. We're going to do the elements. We're going to do an abbreviated elements because we are, we're already a half hour in. We also have a new moon on the 27th, but the 26th is the energy perfecting. So understand that the more volatility, okay, first off, Hedge Seth or Whiskey Leaks, he also had a separate chat that was doing more of the dumb shit from last time. Okay, there's going to be a lot of stuff shaking loose this week. I feel like somebody's looking for a distraction. Do not believe that because they didn't do it yesterday and they didn't call ML or impose stricter things, do not believe that they will not do it. I feel like he's going to try to do it before the end of the week. I feel like there's going to be pushback. And that could be the next legal battle. Okay, but round me outside. The Buffalo Gals gonna round me outside, round me outside, round me outside. I feel like it might as well have said throw a party outside, because the minute they say that, everybody's outside. The freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. Okay, Spirit. Who I'm gonna start with? Earth, Spirit. Let's go, muñeca. Go, Michelle. Let's go, Jennifer. 4 of Pentacles. Temperance. 3 of Wands. All right. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. 4 of Pentacles, Temperance, 3 of Wands, 6 of Cups, the Empress. Let's get it popping. Spirit, why is the 4 of Pentacles? If you have a fire stellium, this might also match you, okay? Spirit, can you show, especially if you're an earth sign with a fire stellium, okay? Spirit, what is with this 4 of Pentacles with the 6 of Swords? Holding back, or saving to go to calmer waters, okay? In the 6 of Pentacles, okay? So somebody could be asking you for money, but you might be thinking, I need to save something for a rainy day. This might not be the time to give out. You could be also allocating piles. Like this is, I'm going to pay this off if this goes well. I'm going to put this aside for that. Like there could be like plan A and plan B around financial situations because of everything that's happening with the economy. So it feels like earth signs in traditional earth fashion, you are trying to shore up any losses, okay? Stabilize any losses, okay? Temperance, why is that, Spirit? Why is that here? Temperance with the 10 of Pentacles, okay? Coming out crossed, okay? So there's some urgency and the decisions, okay? You might be thinking, how can I stave off any losses? How can I cushion a landing, okay? With the 7 of Pentacles. Also, this could be like, let's say you have to move. You like, okay, so for instance, let's say where you live, the person who owns the home is selling the home. Now you have to find another place, right? But it couldn't be worse timing, right? Because like everything is happening financially, right? So maybe you have a little more like maybe in the last few months, because a lot of people have spent more money like on their credit cards. And now, you know, with everything, there could be this thing of like trying to fix areas that have gotten away from you. And maybe like in normal situations, it wouldn't be a thing. But right now, there's so much going on, right? that there could be this air of like, let me just make sure I have my ducks in a row should some shit pop off. Okay, you got the 3 of Wands out here. What's that about, Spirit? For my earth signs. 8 of Pentacles. Listen, there's also a thing about work, right? You could be concerned about cuts. Okay, the Hermit. Okay, you coming out crossed here. Okay, you could be asking for financial advice. You could be trying to, like, let's say you were living alone. You could be looking for a roommate. You could be like, I need to find a way to split some expenses, or to get in some kind of collective, right? 10 of Cups. Okay, this also could be like moving home or trying to, like, back in the day, we used to buy like homes and the whole family, maybe 3 or 4 generations, would live in one household. So that way they could financially, like, there could be a thing of like returning to that. At the bottom of the deck, though, you have 5 major arcana. Whatever is happening right now is major, earth signs. So while you're trying to fix something or shore up a secondary situation, there's change afoot where you can't go back. You can't go back. Okay, you got the 10 of Cups, the World, the Temperance card, the Lovers, and the Judgment. I feel like also you've had to stand on some business, okay, with love. Okay, may not have been received in that fashion. Okay, it may have severed some things. You may be hoping for some type of healing, or you're trying to heal from something. Some things may be out of your control, or the decisions are left to somebody else in judgment. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of things that hang in the balance. Okay, there's a 7 of Swords here. Be careful, earth signs, that you are seeing things for what they are. And in addition, when it comes to other people that are outside of you, some people aren't gonna be able to, like, they may not be able to stay in your space right now, or vice versa, because there's a like a cognitive dissonance or something that causes like your truth could be breaking someone else's reality, or vice versa. And I feel like the two things can't hold the space right now. 6 of Cups. Okay, this could have something to do with that boomer conversation we were having, or like the past meets the future and trying to hold on to something. And somebody could be seeing something in a way that is with rose-colored glasses. Okay, or both parties could be maybe yeah, it's like one person isn't seeing something clearly. They might be over romanticizing a period, and another person could be like kind of not accepting their trauma in something, or the shit that they did. Okay, if that makes sense. It's like wanting to blame somebody outside of you, or vice versa. See, I'm telling you, you may be praying for something to be healed, or something to be repaired, or to for a healthier choice, or healthier connections. And then with the 6 of Cups and the Devil, somebody sees something in a very negative light, and somebody's very hopeful to that. These two, they don't match. Okay, this could be a family member, okay, with the World and Temperance. Okay, and you may have to, you may be trying to take action towards something to repair something. I feel like, say your piece and allow this person the choice to make their own decisions. Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with the Six of Pentacles and Hangman in reverse. Okay. Whatever is happening, it will move forward, but I feel like it won't move forward till after this heightened energy. So maybe in the beginning of May. But for right now, this uncomfortableness is trying to bring to light something that you may be seeing worse off or too positively. But earth signs, it's not all your fault, Spirit is saying. You could be willing to take the blame for something that is not all your fault, Spirit is saying. Okay, you may want to repair something, but somebody has to also have the same desire within them. And I feel like right now, what you may be noticing, earth sign, is that you stand in the gap for others, whether or not it's not conditional on their behavior. Okay, like and for somebody else, they could have a different vision of that, and that could be very hard for my earth signs to understand, because that's not how you would have did it. But you have to understand that not everybody is as solid as you, earth signs. Let them come to their own conclusions about how best to heal and how best to face themselves as well. Feels like you're facing yourself. Somebody else needs to face themselves too. Okay, that's what I have for my earth signs. All right, so air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Pull up, Spirit. Show me, what is it that my air signs need to know right now, please? Good afternoon, my love. Hey, unicorn. Spirit, can you show me? Page of Wands is out first, air signs. You could be a little fed up about something. Queen of Swords, okay? You may want to react. Justice, the Lovers, that's Libra, that's Gemini. The Star, Aquarius. Everybody's in the house. Look at that, okay? With the Six of Pentacles, okay? So it's very much strong air energy. Feel like all the air signs are being triggered. You got the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, okay? There could be some kind of betrayal here, or what's under that? The Empress, Six of Cups. Okay, so back to what I was saying, okay, with the earth signs. It's a perception, okay? Maybe you have, what's could be so savage, you have some disconnection from a mother figure, or you may have some disconnection to something that you've been trying to manifest or birth, or there could be something that you birthed already, but it's not what you wanted it to be. In every interaction we have, we are birthing something. Okay, so Spirit, can you show me? Why is the Page of Wands here? Can you show me? With the Temperance, with Judgment. Okay, so I feel like with the Judgment card and the Chariot, right? Something can't be taken back. Okay, what's good, Jennifer LaRoe? something can't be taken back. This could have been getting a little bit ahead of your skis or somebody else, okay? But this is like going too fast, going past a sign, past a stop sign, past a boundary, okay? You may feel somebody went past your boundary. Let me leave these two out. Or vice versa. Spirit, why is Queen of Swords here? Spirit. Queen of Swords with the Queen of Cups. Okay, this could be between two women. Okay, but it feels more like something to do with a mother figure or maternal energy. Okay, and then the Knight of Cups. Okay. I feel like this is a standoff between two energies that are in their feminine frequency, whether they're male or female. This emotional. I'm emotional and I can't let go. Right? Air signs, you may feel like you're always trying to make amends. It may make you feel like inadequate in some way, or trying to always start a new beginning. Okay. With the Justice card here, this is Libra's card. What is Justice here? Justice here with the Two of Pentacles, okay? There's a need to balance something out, and you may feel, air signs, like you have to disconnect from something to balance something out. Spirit's also reminding you that there's two sides to every situation, or two parts. Don't forget to look within. When you point one finger, 3 point back. Like, it's not to say that you are the wrong person. It is to say that there is a balance that needs to be gotten in this situation for healing. Okay. With the Four of Pentacles, you could be holding back from healing right now. Queen of Wands. Okay. Very outgoing and moving around. But the Ten of Swords is here. It's like not real. Okay. Ten of Swords with the Three of Swords. Okay. So it's like, you could be like, I'm fine, I'm good, like it doesn't bother me, but it does bother you. The Lovers here. Spirit, why? The Lovers is here with the Death card. Okay. So it's like there's a choice, because the Lovers always means a choice. Okay. You could be leaving a relationship. Okay, but it's an actual choice to do so. Okay. With the Hangman at the bottom of the deck, the Death card. Okay. Spirit says, regardless of how you leave a situation, even in endings, there are new beginnings, that they're intrinsically connected. So even when you think you're ending something, you're birthing something new, and Spirit's telling you slow down, right? To be aware of that which you are birthing in the ending. Okay, with the Star. Spirit, why is the Star here? Star is here with the Devil and the Two of Swords, right? The Star card, which is Aquarius's card, is like the direction in which you're going, okay? And the Devil, or the direction which you should go, right? It's like the North Star, and you have the Devil here and the Two of Swords, right? Often when we are in fear, or when we don't want to confront something, we can morph it into something else. And I'm getting like, be careful not to go away from your North Node, or because of some kind of binding to some kind of fear or past event that is blocking you from like what you really need to see. Okay, because you could be looking outside of yourself, and it's not that there isn't something outside of yourself that needs to be corrected, but I feel like there's two sides. What's good, Angela? Okay, and I feel like you might just be looking at one. Okay. You have the Six of Pentacles here, Spirit wise, again with the two sides. Okay, you have the Justice, two sides. You have the Two of Pentacles, two sides. You have the Devil here, two sides. You have the Lovers, two sides, right? You have the Six of Pentacles, two sides. So this is Spirit's telling you, air signs, you're not looking at everything in a situation with this. Okay, this look with the Two of Cups. If you want to be in balance, you're gonna have to fix something. With the Three of Pentacles, about a collaboration. Page of Cups, okay? There may be a need for both sides to offer some type of offering, small offering for the Six of Wands, for this to be repaired and to come into balance again with the two sides. Okay, so Spirit just wants you to be sure that you are looking at your own movements and your own motivations, okay, and why you are responding in a particular way. It's not that you're not that what you're feeling is not true, but it's not the whole picture. Okay, so that's what Spirit has for my air signs. Okay, if you missed your element, you can always head over to YouTube where you will find the replay. You can also now find me on Substack where there will be a written weekly description as to what's going to be happening for the week. Okay, let's move into water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Spirit, can you show me what is it that Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio need to know right now, please? What do they need to know right now? What do they need to know right now? You have the Two of Swords coming out cross, the Wheel of Fortune coming out cross, the Emperor coming out cross, and the Hierophant coming out cross. Anything else, Spirit? With the Four of Wands. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Cups. Okay, you're leaving something behind to attain something new, to attain some type of peace and harmony in your life. Spirit, why is this Two of Swords here cross? I feel like you might feel like you don't know which way to go in a new situation, but it also feels like you don't maybe want to see it. Spirit, why is this Two of Swords here? Or maybe the most obvious is the least appetizing. Knight of Swords. You may have had an argument with somebody, Spirit. Why is this in Two of Swords here? Two of Swords comes out with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so entrepreneurial spirit. Okay, this is also like the quintessential spouse. Okay, I can bring home the bacon. Right? You have the Five of Swords. You could feel like somebody's trying to manipulate you, and they think they moving around in the back and they not. You see them, okay, you feel them too. Okay, you got the Wheel of Fortune coming out here crossed with the Queen of Wands crossed. Okay, already two females. Okay, this could be LGBTQ, but it feels more like there's some kind of jealous energy. You can have beef with somebody or a particular type of person over and over again. With the Judgment card, okay, this could be a sister, it could be a friend, it could be a frenemy, okay, with the King of Wands, could be over a man, could be over your brother, could be over a romantic interest, could be over a lover, male or female, okay? But I feel like this person thinks they're doing stuff in the back again. Okay, and whoever trained them didn't tell them how not to be seen when throwing work. Okay, this person may feel overly confident spiritually. They might feel like they're the biggest and the baddest. Okay, with the Emperor crossed. Okay. And that comes out with the Eight of Swords. But, don't let your ass write a check. Or what do they say? Don't write a check that your ass can't cash. Okay. I feel like somebody's running their fucking mouth. Okay. Also, somebody could be doing things financially that is, hey, honey. Somebody that is, doing legally questionable shit and is worried about being seen. Okay. Nine of Swords. Okay. With the Star. Okay. Also, if let's say you were with somebody and you're getting a divorce and they dealing with somebody new, that somebody new could be all in your divorce, trying to find their way to break down your financial assets. Okay. I feel like that's not going over big. What's going on here? It's taking too long to put up the symbol. Put it up. They want you to verify the thing, but it's not coming up. There we go. Okay, sorry guys. All right, so with this Hierophant crossed, this really could be some kind of marriage that's gone bad, okay? But this, this could be the Pope too, not for nothing. But there's a connection that is under strain for what should be right. Six of Cups with the Devil and the Three of Cups and the King of Swords. Okay, so you may have to deal with somebody. Maybe you have kids with them, or there's some kind of, could be a family member, an event. Okay, but something's coming to light about a toxicity that has been going on in a relationship. And I feel like you're going to realize that this feminine frequency, male or female, because we're talking about energy, is somebody who likes to play in spiritual warfare, if you're following, okay? And they might have thought that they was the bestest, you the best, you the baddest, okay? But you're a clown, because I can see you. Stop playing with me. Okay? 4-1 with the 10 of Pentacles, okay? Because you like what you eat or shit. Don't make me shit over here or anything you doing over there. My house is peaceful and clean and protected, baby. I don't know who told you what, but you missed. Look at somebody crying over spilled milk because they threw some shit and missed. Smile in your face all the while they want to take your place. The backstabbers, right? Hangman. Oh, you fucked up. Hermit, you out there swinging by yourself because now this person ain't even vouching for you. 5 of Swords, you manipulated yourself. Ace of Wands, because you didn't know, right, that I got hitters spiritually. Okay, Knight of Wands. Okay, I feel like this person also cannot sleep, and they're like, they thought they were the Queen of Wands, but they're more like the Knight of Wands. Okay, so I feel like you shouldn't even worry about them. Okay, I feel like you don't even gotta do something back. I feel like your ancestors is already on that shit. And I don't normally do readings like that, but I could definitely see that somebody was, I feel like they might have, tried to separate you from something. And let's say they try to take somebody from you, let them go ahead and have them, okay? But the house, this stays here, or it's like something that they thought they were going to get is not going, okay? That's what I have for my water signs. Fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Please pull up. Ten of Swords, Six of Pentacles, something that was meant to hurt you is going to make you better in some way. Queen of Wands, there you are. Spirit, can you show me? Empress in reverse. Okay, there could be something you couldn't manifest or that you couldn't birth in time or something. We're going to take a look. Okay, and you got the Six of Swords, but you are going to calmer waters. Okay, there could have been also a pregnancy scare. Okay, Chariot, you could be moving. Okay, or you're going on a trip. You could be preparing for a situation that you expect to upend a lot of your security. Okay, Spirit, I feel like you're bracing for impact. Spirit, why is this 10 of Swords here with the Hierophant? Okay, I feel like this could be some kind of judge thing. This could be like, let's say you're in a relationship, your partner had some charges pending, and then you hear they're going away. They got to do 6 months. They was the bread earner. You're thinking, how the fuck am I going to do this, right? It could be something like that, because I feel like this is a judge's order in some way. Okay, now this Six of Pentacles, Spirit, why is the Six of Pentacles here? Okay, the Six of Pentacles is coming out with the Ace of Wands and the Five of Swords. Okay, you're very resourceful, fire signs. Okay, and especially when you're passionate. Okay, you're trying to make some shit shake. Eight of Wands, I feel like you have a lot of like, let's say you're looking for a job. You've told everybody, I need a job, like, immediately, right? You got all the feelers out, okay? That's what I'm getting. 8, 8, okay? So Lionsgate is going to be very important for you. 8, 8, 10 of Cups, and then the 8 again. So that's 3 8s. Infinity and beyond, okay? So what you're holding on to something that you think is going to be a 10 of Swords, and it may. I ain't going to fucking hold you, because this week is going to be some shit, okay? But what you're not realizing, it'll all work out. All work out, right? So you got to kind of let something burn to let something be birthed, okay? Queen of Wands with the Page of Pentacles, okay? Now you could be, let's say you have a child, okay? You could be trying to help this child, okay? But I also feel like there's an opportunity that you're not seeing. It's going to come to you, okay? With the world, okay? If you have a teenager or something, you could be trying to do, like, let's say you have a situation, you have to move, you're giving all the money to them because you know some shit's gonna pop off. Okay, with the 9 of Pentacles, you'll be fine. That may be how you're looking at it. Temperance, right? Patience, right? Chariot, right? Strength card. You're gonna get through this shit. Trust and believe. Queen of Swords, okay? With the Emperor, I feel like you are definitely breaking through something. Why is this Empress here in reverse? Can you show me, please? Why is the Empress here in reverse? Empress here is in reverse with the Tower cross. Okay, so whatever you anticipated to be, yes, it has taken you out your energy. Yes, there is something that doesn't go your way, but it's not as bad as you think it is. King of Swords, I feel like there is some way out. It could be through a masculine. It could be through some type of assistance or idea. King of Pentacles with the 9 of Wands. I feel like you're going to get an offer for assistance, but you may not like what it comes attached to. Spirit, 6 of Swords with the Knight of Cups. I feel like there is another offer, comes through somebody younger than you, okay, with the 7 of Swords and the 7 of Wands and the Fool. You may want to say you don't need something, fire signs, but you do, okay? Closed mouths don't get fed, or this is something like don't like, I'm fine, but you're not fine, right? If you need the help, take the help. Okay, with the Lovers here, I feel like you're going to have options. You just need time to rest, okay? And if you keep trying to run from one crisis to another without having some time to, like, stabilize, like, you're going to make mistakes, okay? So although, you know, you may want to do it on your own, you know, you got the 9 of Cups and the Star here, okay? There's going to be something that is occurring that is fated towards a new beginning, but it comes first through you trying to prevent something that is not preventable. Like, you got to let something, like a crash out is happening, and you got to let it happen so that way you can rise from the ashes like the phoenix. All right, that's what I have for my fire signs, and that is all the elements, my loves. I just want to say thank you to you all for spending a little time with me. Please, if you can, go over to YouTube and follow me there. That is also where you get the replays. I'm wishing you all light and love, and blessings on blessings. Bye, guys. Okay. Bye, my loves.